All right, so the project today is I'm gonna put this little fender, the front fender here, it's all Ducati carbon fiber piece. Ducati Performance. They do a like satin matte look to all their carbon pieces, which is definitely different than what I'm used to, like with the S1000RR, which is all nice and shiny carbon fiber, you know, over the entire bike. They use like a matte satin finish, which I really like. It's kind of nice. So this is what it comes on the V4S, which is just a plain like matte black fender. I'm gonna put the carbon fiber one on. I'm sure it's gonna shave a little bit of weight, but I'm more in it for the actual aesthetics of it. So we'll get started here. All right, so the first thing you're gonna do here, what the instructions call for that come with this fender, is right under there. You see right up, my finger in the camera here. Where the hell is it? Right there. There's a bolt right up in there. It's gonna ask you to loosen that and pull off all the brake lines that are with it. It's like a little piece that kind of holds all the brake lines up in the fender. Just be very careful you don't scratch anything. And then it asks you to loosen up all of these, which are all thread locked. So there's 4 of them. There's 2 on this side and 2 on the other side. So I just loosen all that crap up and then go to the next step. Okay, now that I've loosened all these bolts here and here on the other side and on the bottom of it that has the brake lines you see right there, basically this whole thing just comes out. Now, be careful because there is a brake line on the inside here and is routed around the inside of the fender itself. And I'll show you exactly what I mean on the new fender here. On the new fender, you can see one of the brake lines is routed through here like this. And it's really easy to understand. There's no brain surgery here. You just kind of push it through there. So I pulled it out in the old fender. Now the old fender is ready to come out. And there we go. Everything's out. Just place that really gently on the ground there. And you can see the loose brake line here. The line's back there. And everything as it is. Now, the new one should bolt in fairly easy. Looks a little bit odd without the fender, huh? All right, once you get the fender here mounted up, what I did was I kind of mounted it low as I possibly could down here, so I can at least go in here, and I don't know if you guys can see it, put the brake line in there, and then line that all up. It's really easy, just snaps right in. What I did was here is I put a microfiber cloth on the top here to make sure it wouldn't hit the top of the fender here and make some scratches in either thing. Real easy. And then I just gotta put the 2 bolts in here, 2 bolts on the other side, and then 1 bolt in the back. So we'll see how that goes. All right, so I finished mounting and screwing the fender in. Just be really careful how you mount everything. I put everything loosely in first and then screwed it all nice and tightly. You can see it looks pretty good on there. Just make sure the lines, this line in the back here, just make sure you get your finger back there and make sure it's not touching the brake caliper or anything like that. The actual rotor itself, you can see everything lines up here. Just make sure it's kind of like stock. It's a really easy install. Looks pretty good actually.